Hey everybody, it's Amy Head with New Perspectives for Life. Today is Thursday, August 28th. We are almost rounding out another month. I'm not sure where these days and weeks go, but they just seem to fly by. I hope you're having a great week and doing well today, and hope that you're gearing up for a great Labor Day weekend this weekend. I thought I would just share with you a couple of thoughts. I mentioned in a couple of other videos that we've shared together that I have another business outside of my New Perspectives for Life counseling practice, and it's called Cardio Cool Kids, and it's a kids hip hop and fitness business that I created back in 2003. And this past week or so, and then the next coming weeks or so, is our startup time of year. So school starts around here the beginning of August, and then a lot of our programming for Cardio Cool Kids, where we're located in different schools, starts up last week, this week, and then over the next couple of weeks. And it's a really, really hectic time getting all the kids signed up and getting all the rosters situated, communicating with the schools, the parents, my instructors, getting everything organized and ready to go. But it's a lot of fun, and it's a really exciting time in the life of that business, Cardio Cool Kids. Well, one of the things that I spent some time on this week was choreographing the hip hop dance that we learned this semester. Every semester we create a new original hip hop dance to a different song, so that the kids, if they sign up over and over again, they're learning a different hip hop routine each time. So I always struggle with that at first, because the biggest struggle to me is finding the right song. I have a few parameters that I always uphold when I'm song searching, and of course working with kids, it has to be an appropriate song, it has to have no bad language in it. Even if it has no bad language, the meaning behind the lyrics have to be appropriate, kid-friendly, and that's hard to find. And all these kids know all these top 40 songs, and they all know all the inappropriate songs, and kind of like probably when we were kids, or I know when I was a kid, I would kind of sing the words to these songs in my head, and I wouldn't even be aware of what I was actually singing. Now that I hear some of those songs back from decades and decades ago, it's kind of like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I was singing those words. So I just try to be very mindful of the song choice, because when I choreograph a dance, I usually choreograph it to the words, because the kids can remember more easily if I put the moves to the words, and then they have the words in their mind, and it's just a great repetition and a good way for them to kind of internalize those moves. So I've been working on that this week, and I found a song that I like, that's appropriate, that has a great beat, that doesn't really bore me, because if I get bored, I know they're going to get bored. And I was able to start choreographing the moves. Well, I love the choreography process, because there is nothing that exists except the song and my mind, and kind of how I hear the music, how it speaks to me, the moves, the syncopated beats, the rhythms, and I put that song along with nothing else but my mind together and create. I was thinking about that because that's kind of like our lives. Our lives are available, but who creates them? Who choreographs them? Who choreographs or has been choreographing your life? Who's been choreographing my life? Choreography isn't just about creating a dance or a segment of movements to music. It's not just about a visual representation of something else that we hear. But I think choreography really can apply to life. So for me, when I'm choreographing a song, I start with something I enjoy, a piece of music that I like, that doesn't get too boring, that's fun, that has an edge to it, and then I create moves that fit that song and that fit the passion around that song. So kind of like life, you've been going through your life, maybe you're a teenager, maybe you're a young adult, maybe you're somewhere between young adult, senior adult, or maybe you're a senior adult, and your life has created itself into being what it is through your choices, through experience, maybe not through choices of your own. But right now, in this very moment, if you think about your life kind of like a song or a piece of music, and everything that represents that life is the choreography, who's been the primary choreographer of your life? Has it been you? Has it been your parents, your spouse, your kids? And maybe the choreographer has changed as the life stages have evolved. Because sometimes when we have young kids, they sort of maybe choreograph our next move or what's going on because of their needs, their demands, their schedules. Maybe when we get married, or when we're married and we have our spousal relationship, maybe that sort of helps choreograph if our spouse needs to relocate for a job or if we do. But ultimately, where we really find passion is where we choreograph the elements of our lives. So I don't know what that means for you today, or if that means anything for you today, but it's a neat image in my mind as I've been working on choreography with a music piece for children this week. I've been thinking about, wow, we really choreograph our lives. Or if we haven't really been in the primary choreographer for our life, why not? And can we start being that for ourselves now? I hope that's interesting for you to think about. I hope that helps maybe you think about your life more creatively, maybe more of an empowered sense of opportunity for you to actually create things that you love and that you're passionate about in your life. Thanks so much for joining me, Amy Head, New Perspectives for Life in Marietta, Georgia. Hope you have a great afternoon and a great start to this Labor Day weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks.